Sounds like our audio is coming through. Double checking monitor stuff. And then we'll get to so we are on day change it. No, just having, I think still is. It looks like we're live on TikTok, but I'm just setting data. But anyway, we are live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. This is day 537 of The Journey Begins. We are over in Inkwood working on our ravine. And the game title should be updated to Minecraft on Twitch. We forgot to change it on TikTok before we went live, and so we can't change it yet. So, if you're watching, this is Minecraft, and if you like it, feel free to spread the word. We are trying to make affiliate on Twitch. A 1,000 followers on TikTok with our intermediate goal of 500. That is so nice that works. Eventually, we'll change it to profiles, and that will make it easier because we'll have to change profiles for games. So we won't have to worry about turning games on and off in OBS. But as we are not a professional yet, that is something we still have to work on. That said, let's sleep and then get back to our routine. So run, oh no, that's shield, run, and then jump. I use the same profile for Minecraft as I do Planet Crafter, which we just came off Planet Crafter stream. So if you like kind of the world building, open sandbox games like that, feel free to check out our VOD later. And we stream Planet Crafter on Sundays and Mondays. And we stream Satisfactory on Fridays and Saturdays. And Minecraft every day. Usually between 10 and 11 a.m. Pacific is when we start, and then we stream for at least an hour, some days an hour and a half to 2. Saturdays, we stream a little bit later, closer to 2 p.m. Pacific time. And if anyone has preferences on times, you're welcome to drop those in chat. I won't be able to accommodate everybody's schedule, but I will do my best to have a stream time that works, or potentially have multiple streams if there's enough people in each time zone. So we have that. If you're playing any games that you particularly like, think that I might like as well, feel free to share those in chat. Some other games that we've played in the past that are on the docket are games like Stardew Valley. And also open to trying newer games too. We've got a few Stardew Valley esque, Harvest Moon, Garden Story, things of that type of game that are also on my radar. We were a backer for a game that the game was ogre something related to ogres. I should know it, being a backer on it, but if you look up Pixel Pete or Sad Slime, they were part of the team that came up with that indie game. That's on our list too. It was kind of a tower defense game. So looking at that. We do want to create our own game as well at some point. But first we need to get our book writing project out of the way. Still in chapter 18. So we've been on that for a lot longer than I would like. But I've also been trying to get the outline to feel cohesive and have a certain style to it, I guess. So taking the time to make sure that it's not just high level stuff, although we probably should focus a little bit more on that. And then kind of layer in, pick a layer or fractal approach. Because we would like to get that out in a readable form by November. So we'll have to see how that goes. Which on that note, probably thought I'd wrap up a little early so that we can end on the hour on the dot, because that will still make us late for one of our meetings today, and then that's followed by a book club meeting. Trying to pursue some creative and technical projects while we have the time to do so. And in this Minecraft world, it's a storyback build, so the ravine and Inkwood itself are all places in the story that we're trying to tell. Okay. So I don't think we're not going to have all the world done by November. Oh, thank you, Waffle Man. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. How's the Monday going? And any Minecraft yourself or any other game? Keto. I'm pronouncing that right. So the realm itself is private. However, if you go to, I think it's exclamation social, you'll get a link to our link tree, which is linktree/mytripmedia. And there you'll find a link to GitLab. On GitLab, we have our world backup that we take every 6 months. So we just updated that in July. So you'll get a pretty recent copy of all the work we have. So you won't get all of the ravine, but you'll get a good chunk of it if you want to take this world and use it for your own purposes. So there's a start of a city in the Nether that's 1,000 by 1,000. There's a garden temple, which is a bedrock to build height build, about 1,000 blocks from here. There's this project. There's Overmorrow, which is a 513 block radius, no, diameter, uh, half circle town, and all of that kind of stuff. So you can kind of explore and use the resources, take things down, building the story as you like. So hopefully that helps answer the question. And thank you for the like, by the way. And also thank you for reminding me. I need to turn that into a command so I can get all of that down for people a little easier. But yes, so Linktree has all of our socials on it, one of them being GitLab. GitLab has the world downloads, and it also has our builder journal. So the builder journal is not the novel. It's more of our builder character and how the world came to be, kind of filling in the stories that where did iron golems come from? Where did Enderman come from? Kind of filling in that backstory from a Minecraft perspective. And that one is free and open. And I just like using GitLab, so version controlling the story there. So we have the story going. So Inkwood is part of a story out of imagination. The builder one is explaining how the things in Minecraft came to be. We only have one entry in the builder's journal so far. I wanted to make that kind of a once a month or so thing. We also have a Substack project going as well that we're trying to make once a month. So the builder's journal kind of took a back seat. I would like to spend more time on some of those projects, but it's definitely. I have to be careful here. But to spend more time on it, we would need to be able to do this professionally, which we're not quite to that. Can we do gold? Okay. We're going to need to go up top and drop off some resources. One downside about making these stair-step projects is a little jargon. Although this isn't a feature that's going to stay, it's more of a guide shaft, and then we can build blasting shafts on either side and get down to that level. It just gives us a sense of how far we have to go. So many resources. This is definitely a resource positive project, which is something that we've mentioned in the past of working on resource positive and resource negative projects. So things like Haven's End and the Garden Temple are more or less resource negative projects, especially Haven's End, because we're putting down a million slabs, so 500,000 stones, so using a lot of material. The Garden Temple, kind of as well, because it's made mostly out of sandstone, at least the facade, the exterior. But we're mining a lot of stone under it, so it has some level of positivity to it. And we're using that stone for Haven's End. I see two in my counter, but you might be Shelly. So appreciate the watch. It looks like a few people have popped in and out as far as I can tell. I think part of it, I don't know, part of it might be I set the game to Planet Crafter that we played earlier on TikTok instead of Minecraft. I don't know if that affects it on TikTok or not. Still kind of new to that. But thank you for being here. And thank you for the like. Appreciate it. I think we've been averaging on the Minecraft side of TikTok probably 3 to 4 viewers, give or take. And somewhere between low hundreds on likes. We've hit a thousand a few times. We hit 7,000 once a while back, which is why we set it to 10, upping our highest ever. Seeing it top that, or if it was more big probably likes as well. Appreciate it. Yeah, I like Minecraft as well. So we play Minecraft every day. Planet Crafters Sundays and Mondays. So we're just coming off of a Planet Crafter stream. And Satisfactory on Satisfactory on Fridays and Saturdays. And then This World is probably about going on 6 years, something like that. I think we started in late 2019, but it was really haphazard. And then we started kind of making a list and ClickUp of just random like farms and stuff we wanted to build. And then from there, we, within the last 2 years or 2 to 3 years, we started kind of thinking about how to make it more structured. And then the last year, we came up with a novel idea to make it as story-backed builds. And welcome in, Mighty Mathis. Thank you for joining. I don't want to commit to anything on stream, but you're welcome to send me a message on TikTok with some of the details, and potentially I could join. So far, people have been very nice about asking us that kind of stuff, so I don't mind people asking to join, asking to join or asking me to join things. I don't have a problem with it so far. And yeah, don't mind. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a great idea. So yeah, definitely welcome to message me and see if it's something that I'm able to do. Most of the time, I don't mind. I only, which doesn't sound like it is, would be in this case, but I just want to be careful of not joining anything that requires time commitments and then letting any kind of group down. Just want to be like conscious that whatever I'm being part of, that I'm adding something to it. Oh wow! Thank you. That was very generous. I appreciate. And followers, almost 2,000 likes. This is shaping up to be one of our best streams so far. All this needs to be taken down. And our streams are very low key, as mentioned, story back builds. So It's kind of the feeling, vibe, persona, whatever you want to call it. But so far, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, yeah. Definitely. Let me know the details, and we'll see what I can do. Uh, and I don't mind, things like that coming up in stream, or even people that do overlays or any of that kind of stuff. At some point, I want to be supportive of that. So some of it might eventually have to go through like messaging before it becomes something we put on stream. But I definitely want to encourage um, the storytelling, the art, your modder, encouraging different sides of the. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Awesome too. Oh yeah, definitely appreciate it. My name Mathis, and I've seen that and seen some members not be happy with it, but for me, as long as it's like call it a gentle ask and not aggressive, I don't mind people um, talking a little bit about themselves, some level of emotion. Uh, well, I'll take as many likes as I can get. 20 or 300 is definitely something I'm happy with. Good luck leveling up your fan club, Mighty Mantis. That's something that I need to figure out how to do as well. I think I have one person in my fan club. Relatively new to the TikTok stream, so trying to figure all that out too. But I think it's either a rose or heart or something like that to join the fan club. But I have to figure out how all of that works. I did figure out how to get Infinity going and at least on the stream. So it doesn't look like, but new follows. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you for joining in. Take care. Have a good rest of. Appreciate all of the help, the likes, and the follows. Hope to see you again sometime. Hopefully the That's good to know. Wondering if going in orange, maybe that's if you're watching versus the streaming side. It can be either way. That's one thing I need to get better at. Looking at some of the documentation, uh, always the most straightforward. But appreciate the information there. Met this. Because we've also only been streaming more or less full time for about 2.5 months. So doing that while we can, seeing if we can make it more or less full time. We started off just doing begins. I guess it's pretty common. But things like not our follower or our TikTok overlays, but our base cam and cam overlays are things that we made. Our title screen in the lower right. That was an image that we created. Getting back into GIMP and seeing how much of that I can help in the short term. Although we do have a React widget to replace our Twitch widget that fits more with the style of our cam overlays. We wrote that over the weekend. We just have to get that in our GitLab account so that we can transfer it over to our streaming PC. It wasn't too bad. The hardest part was figuring out the API endpoint. At least on the Twitch side, they changed it from user followers to broadcaster. That's the endpoint. So once I get that done, it would be looking at if I can get access to TikTok API account, or if I need a number of followers for that, and then kind of integrate multiple platforms into one little widgets that I can stream. So half an hour, okay. So we're gonna stream for another half an hour. 49. So we're starting to get a little deeper now. Okay. Oh, that's right. So we're just gonna do another 30 minutes or so and then cut over to our other meetings. But we're gonna end the stream over in Overmorrow so that we can get more TNT to bring over here. So we're just doing this to reduce the amount of TNT that we're gonna need, because we've already used like 6 stacks to get it where it is. So it takes a lot of TNT to get these shafts down. And trying to be sparing because there's a lot of sand in Overmorrow that we can use, but it's still a finite resource for now. So with the 30 million or so netherite, netherrack that we need to remove, we're gonna need a lot of TNT there as well. Hoping the happy gas will help us there, but the hard part there is I don't know how it will react with the ghasts. Because if it acts as kind of like a cat kind of thing, or like wearing a pumpkin head when you're near a mob, of disguising you, then that would be good. But if it doesn't do anything other than make you a slow target, that wouldn't be so good. Because it would be handy to be able to fly around and set down a TNT and light it and then back away. And still be at height and not have to go up and down scaffolding. Not that I mind scaffolding, but going up and down and to get to the ceiling and come down, it's time consuming. While we are going for a slower feel and intentionally doing something slower than it could be, things like that, we want to not go that slow. So let's go here. Oop. Do some gravel here, probably, right? So we're gonna have to take care of this skeleton so that we can go drop off some material. Put all that in there. Okay, that's good. It's a little dark. Not terrible. Ooh. A lot of skeletons over here. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh. Okay, so we have a... Oh, good, they shot each other. Deal with you. Oops. Well, he took care of the zombie for me, so I owe you for that. But don't shoot me. Okay. Oh, being shot from. Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah, we might have to. How long is it going to take? Let's say 5 minutes to get back. 35 now, so 45 minutes. It's another 10 minutes of mining or so, and then make our way back to tomorrow. That might be the way to go. Oh, some of our stuff is despawned. Let's put as much of this as we can. And then we'll have to drop off more of this stuff. But okay. Thank you. That's one thing that we were doing this over by Overmorrow. Actually, the thing we were thinking about doing was if we had a creeper farm here, we could leave the door open and let creepers come out, and then over. Creepers come out, and I guess we could hit them maybe with like flaming arrows, or have something go off to kind of trigger them, or just get close enough to them to get them to go off, and have them help us with digging tunnels like that, crafts like that. Oh, hello again. Let's get done this. Oh, thank you, S489. Thank you for sharing out the live. Appreciate it. How's your Monday going? And you play any Minecraft or other games yourself? So, I don't mind the rain so much, but I do think having that be a feature that you could toggle along with the night cycle would be a good addition. So our audio monitor, it's mega. It's not gonna last for very long. We just had it charging overnight. And it's only been, I think we streamed for 2 hours this morning on Planet Crafter, so not all that long. Not sure why. But hopefully it holds up for another 20 or so minutes. That's okay. Oh, we can do we? Yeah, we can always get spider eyes later, so that's not one to get myself with keeping. Trying to keep an eye on that as well as we're doing this, because I have a habit when we get mining that overly focused. This way, low. Let's switch tack and go over to our. What do we want to say? We want to get everything down to 35 or something in the next couple days. If we say that, then we'll just go through all of this, get them down to 5 to level it out. Seven, or this is 48. These are. I'm gonna get some extra here. And what can we drop for this? Let's drop the andesite in the string because that's from that. Mining stuff. 38 here, so I think 35 is probably a pretty good goal. We just get everything down there. Not this stream, but get everything down to 45 so we have a nice level. I mean, we'll drop things down. It is nice to have it level, but if we use the TNT, we won't be able to keep it level. But cut a few guideline shafts in here. We can create some smaller segments that we can work with and a little bit easier. All right, that works. So back down a few times, but we're 43 minutes in, so that's not bad. Drop off some of this coal up top to do some of our stuff. So we'll continue mining until we get to 45 minutes, and then we'll do our inventory drop off stuff and input proper, and then I'll head over to Overmorrow. That's pretty good and pretty close to the 45-minute mark. So let's go up here, drop some stuff off. We didn't bring our trophy boxes with us. Oops. If we need dirt, we can drop off. We have some dirt. Let's go. I can bring you diorite though. I'm gonna top that off. Actually, since we're going back to Overmorrow, what we need to do is that. Get this. Make sure that the name's grab all of our copper. And we'll drop off some of our iron. Oh, well, that's fine. Some of the stuff we're not going to take back. And then we'll take the stone. Yes. Did we not do that here? Any stone we could take back? Oh, we have some iron. Drop that off. Yeah. About that later. We're not worried about efficiency, so we don't need to push in the iron and a bunch of iron. It's Yeah, so I think that's pretty good there. Much little twitch on our controller there. Oh, 18 rockets. So we're going to need to get more rockets too. That's going to be quite a bit of what's going on. Take our diorite and our dirt back. Preference those. And then everything. It's everything. I think that's pretty good. We can drop this off and wow. We should probably sleep. I want to fly back during the day. So we're at 47 minutes. So we're gonna go back. We'll drop off our stuff. We're gonna make our rockets count because it takes 10 to 15 to get back pretty easily without going really slow. So if we do this, we should be able to glide a good chunk of the way. So we'll fly above the clouds here while we yeah, we'll start some of our wrap up here. So we'll be like a quick cut to black, a fade to black. Okay. So if you want to find more of what we're doing, you can check us out on Linktree/MindTripMedia. We have links to our TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, where the VODs are, and our mostly Lego Build channel, our Blue Sky, Pinterest. Any of our other projects are all there. So if you like this, you can check us out there if you want to follow. And if you really like it, you can share that out as well. And then we'll do our last bit of our outro once we actually hit our hour mark. We try to do a minimum of an hour on Minecraft. Ideally an hour and a half to 2 hours lately. But since Mondays are a little challenging, trying to squeeze all of that in. Wouldn't mind having later in the day streams, but that's all kind of dependent on how our community building goes over the next little bit. All right, so let's put in stone here. And diorite can go in here. And we've got some dirt on us, which is fine. We do need more sugar cane, so let's fly up there. We'll do a little sugar cane, we'll do a little dirting. That'll take our last 10 minutes here or so. So I think that will be a good end to the stream. We did some terraforming in Inkwood. We're getting some more rockets. And getting a little terraforming done in Overmorrow. So all in all, productive considering our time constraints. So happy with that. And we'll probably repeat this at the end, but thank you, Shelly and Midas and 489. Likes, follows, and shares. Appreciate it. And everyone on Twitch as well. That. so now we can go down here, fly over this way, make some paper and whatnot. Then go inside to get our okay, perfect. Wait. Oh, so we could turn the one into sugar cane. The one sugar cane into sugar, I should say. Well, I guess we haven't been AFKing here much like we should. Kind of low on gunpowder. Let's go drop off supplies in here. Yeah, so we can drop that off. Paper. And that gives us 3 stacks, which we like to keep on us. Take the dirt with us, and there we go. Now let's see, where do we have some... That's some terraforming over here that we can do. But we can see the grass change colors, and the sky probably will too. Yeah. So as we lay out our shops, that's also going to have to be something that we think about is this. So it's blue, the blue sky, but then as we cross to, what is this one? Or leather and steak, although we put steak somewhere else too. The color changes. But the changing of the sky color is something that we could... what is that? I don't know what that is. Something we could... if we could figure out how to work into our builds. Like the general supplies, maybe like getting string and basic food is kind of a blue sky kind of thing. Things that are, you know, weapons and whatnot are more of a red sky. It's not really more of an orange, but we'll call it a red sky. That feels more opposite to the blue. So we'll clear out this little bit here, fill this with dirt, and then we'll see if we have left. But this ought to take us to kind of the end of stream. And again, it'll be a cut to black, maybe a quick thank yous, and then cut to black. We won't do our full outro since we did some of that earlier. Let's do this. How much dirt do we have? So we've got 3 and 3/4 stack, give or take. So we'll put this in. Off our stone and looks like we've got some sand here we can fill in. Oops. It'd be a good time to wrap things up as well because we're down to 2 viewers on Twitch and 3 viewers on Twitch, 2 on TikTok. I think that's a sign to wrap things up. As soon as we get these 2 blocks of dirt down. Oops. Okay. Getting there. Let's put a torch there. Okay. And one move over here. That out. Right, so that takes care of that. We have a little bit up here we can do. We have one more, right? Or did we use it all? Nope, we did it all. Okay, perfect. So we can drop off our sandstone. We're good. So we're going to sleep, reset spawn. They are thank yous, and head off. So once again, thank you for joining day 573 of the Journey Begins. We'll see you tomorrow when the journey continues for day 578 or 538. Our goal will probably be doing a little terraforming around Overmorrow. We're getting close to getting all the dirt down. Grabbing some shulkers, grabbing some TNT, and then heading over to... Well, we'll see what we can do with 2. A little terraforming over at Inkwood on the ravine, trying to get the south side of that done. Or at least down to where the east side is. And then we'll work on the north side, and then we'll get all 3 of those down to bedrock. So that's going to be our plans. Because we'll try integrating a little more TNT into that to speed it up a little bit. But that is our plan for tomorrow. Once again, thank you to Mighty Mathis, Shelly, for 89, and everyone else who gave us a like and follow. Give the support. All the support on TikTok and Twitch. And with that, we will once again see you tomorrow when the journey continues. Tuesday through Thursday is just Minecraft, and then we'll pick up Satisfactory Friday and Saturday, and Planet Crafter on Sundays and Mondays. If you want to check out any of those VODs, you can find those over on our YouTube channel. You can find all of that on our Linktree, so Linktree/MindTripMedia. That link will also be on our outro screen here in a second. With that, have a good rest of your Monday, and we will see you tomorrow.